Hey everyone, welcome back. Are you ready to dive into something both delicious and good for you?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Okay, so smoothies. They're not just for breakfast anymore, are they? And the great thing about them is that you can pack in so much nutrition.
It's true. Smoothies are like the ultimate health hack. You can sneak in all kinds of good stuff. Like you've got 5 recipes here, and each one is geared toward a specific health goal, which I think is really interesting.
Yeah, and that was what really jumped out at me too, looking at these recipes. We're not just talking generic berry smoothie here. We've got names like Tropical Sunshine and Berry Blast.
Right, exactly. Like
Yeah.
they're not messing around with these names. You know right away these smoothies mean business, right?
Exactly. It's like, okay, I'm
Hmm.
intrigued. Just from the names alone, I want to try them all.
Right.
But let's break it down a bit. What I love about this deep dive is that it's not just about throwing some fruit in a blender. It's about being intentional about those ingredients.
Yes. And it shows how versatile smoothies can be. You can tailor them to whatever your health goal is. Like if you need an energy boost, there's a smoothie for that. If you're looking for post-workout recovery, there's one for that too.
I mean, we've all been there, right? That mid-afternoon slump hits, and you just want something cack,
Oh, tell me about it.
right? And, you could reach for something processed, but why not whip up one of these instead?
Exactly. And it feels like you're indulging, but you're actually giving your body what it needs. So much better than that bag of chips, right?
1,000 times better. So let's start with a recipe that, honestly, when I first saw it, I was like, avocado in a chocolate smoothie.
Yeah.
But this chocolate avocado smoothie, it's calling my name.
And that's the beauty of smoothies. Sometimes the most unexpected ingredients create the most amazing flavor combinations. Plus, avocado adds a richness and creaminess that you just can't get from other ingredients.
Okay, so you've sold me on the texture. But nutritionally speaking, what's the deal with avocado in a smoothie? I mean, I know it's healthy, but break it down for me.
Sure, so avocado is full of those healthy fats, right? Monounsaturated fats, to be exact. And those are the fats that can actually help lower bad cholesterol levels and reduce your risk of heart disease. They keep you feeling full and satisfied too, which is great if you're having a smoothie as a meal replacement.
Which is perfect for those mornings when you're rushing out the door.
Absolutely.
So it's like a win-win. You get that delicious chocolatey flavor, that creamy texture, and you're getting some serious health benefits at the same time. Okay, another one that caught my eye, the green energy smoothie. Now, I'm all for sneaking in some veggies, but green energy, that just sounds, I don't know, a little too healthy maybe.
I get it, but trust me on this one. Don't let the name fool you. It's actually surprisingly delicious. It's packed with ingredients that will give you a natural energy boost without the jitters or crash you might get from caffeine.
Okay, now you've got me curious. What makes it so energizing?
Well, it's got spinach in it, which is full of nitrates. And nitrates are really interesting because they actually help improve blood flow and oxygen delivery to your muscles.
So is that why people recommend beetroot juice for workouts?
Yes, exactly. Beets are high in nitrates too, and so is spinach. It's like a secret weapon for boosting your energy levels naturally.
Wow, I had no idea. I always thought of spinach as, good for iron and all that, but never for energy.
It's a nutritional powerhouse for sure. And on top of that, the recipe also calls for chia seeds.
Oh yeah, chia seeds. Those are good for, what is it, fiber, right?
Yes, fiber. And they also have omega-3 fatty acids, which are great for brain health. So you're not just getting an energy boost, you're fueling your brain power too.
Okay, I'm sold. Green energy smoothie, it's officially on my list to try. This is already making me rethink my whole smoothie game.
That's what we like to hear. It's all about expanding your smoothie horizons, right?
Exactly. And speaking of expanding horizons, let's talk about the protein-packed peanut butter banana smoothie. I mean, you had me at peanut butter, but this one seems like it's perfect for after a workout, right?
You are spot on. This smoothie is all about optimizing muscle recovery. It's got a great balance of protein, healthy fats, and carbohydrates, which is exactly what your muscles need after a tough workout.
So we've got the peanut butter for protein, and let's be honest, for that irresistible peanut butter flavor, but what else is in there that's giving our muscles that post-workout love?
Well, the banana is key here. Not only does it add that natural sweetness that pairs so well with peanut butter, but bananas are also an excellent source of potassium. And potassium is super important for muscle function. It helps prevent those pesky muscle cramps that can happen after exercise.
Oh, I hate those. So it's like the potassium is doing double duty, helping our muscles recover and preventing those painful cramps. Genius. All right, let's switch gears to something a little more, I don't know, tropical, shall we?
Please, let's get tropical.
Tropical sunshine, here we come. I'm already picturing myself on a beach somewhere just sipping on this smoothie.
Right. This one just screams summertime. It's like a mini vacation in a glass, and it's packed with immune-boosting ingredients like mango and pineapple.
Oh, tell me more about the mango and pineapple combo. What makes them so special?
Okay, so mango is an amazing source of vitamin C, which, as we all know, is super important for a healthy immune system. But it's not just about vitamin C. Mangoes also contain a bunch of other antioxidants that can help protect your cells from damage.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize they were such antioxidant powerhouses. I just thought they were, delicious.
They are definitely delicious, but they're also packed with goodness. And then let's not forget about the pineapple.
Right, the pineapple. So what does pineapple bring to the party?
Well, pineapple contains this really cool enzyme called bromelain. Have you heard of it?
At Brumblin. It sounds familiar, but I can't quite place it.
That's okay. It's not exactly a household name, but it should be. Bromelain is known for its anti-inflammatory properties. It can help reduce swelling and pain, and it might even boost your immune system.
Wow, so it's like a natural anti-inflammatory right in our smoothie. That's pretty amazing.
It is, and when you combine it with the mango, you get this incredible 1-2 punch of immune-boosting and anti-inflammatory power.
Okay, I'm loving this deep dive so far. We've got energy-boosting smoothies, muscle recovery smoothies, immune-boosting smoothies. It's like we've got a smoothie for every occasion. But we can't forget about the classics, right?
You're right, we can't forget the classics.
So let's talk about the Berry Blast Smoothie. I mean, it's a classic for a reason, right?
Absolutely. It's simple, it's delicious, and it's packed with nutrients. You really can't go wrong with a good berry smoothie.
And berries are like nature's candy, right? They're naturally sweet, but they're also incredibly good for you. What is it about berries that makes them so special?
Well, for starters, berries are loaded with antioxidants. And antioxidants are like these little superheroes that protect your cells from damage caused by free radicals.
Free radicals, those are the bad guys, right?
Exactly. Free radicals are like these unstable molecules that can damage your cells and contribute to aging and disease. Antioxidants neutralize those free radicals, which is why they're so important for overall health. And berries are just bursting with them.
So are certain berries better than others when it comes to antioxidants? Or are they all pretty much created equal?
Well, they all have their own unique antioxidant profiles, but some of the most potent ones include blueberries, raspberries, and strawberries.
Okay, so basically any berry you choose is a good choice. And in this recipe, it looks like you can mix and match your favorites.
Exactly. That's the beauty of it. You can use whatever berries you have on hand or whatever's in season.
Which is perfect because I always have a bag of frozen berries in my freezer.
Me too. It's such an easy way to always have them on hand, and they work perfectly in smoothies. They make the smoothie extra thick and creamy too.
Oh, that's a good point. I love a thick smoothie. Okay, so we've talked about 5 amazing smoothie recipes, each with its own unique health benefits. But here's where it gets really interesting. Our source material emphasizes that these recipes are just a starting point. You can customize them to your liking.
Yes, and that's what I love about smoothies. They're so versatile, you can really make them your own. It's not just about following a recipe exactly. It's about using the recipe as inspiration and then getting creative in the kitchen.
I love that. It's like you're not just following instructions, you're creating something delicious and unique to you.
Exactly. It's like having your own little smoothie laboratory.
That's what I love about this deep dive. It's giving me permission to experiment. Because sometimes I feel like I get stuck in a smoothie rut,
Oh, totally. We all have our go-tos.
Right. But it's like, okay, time to branch out and try something new. So let's talk customization. Let's say, for example, someone wants to take that protein-packed peanut butter banana smoothie to the next level. What are some ways they could really amp up the protein content?
Okay, well, first of all, you can't go wrong with Greek yogurt, right? It's a classic smoothie add-in for a reason. It adds protein and that creamy texture. But if you're looking for something a little different, have you ever tried silken tofu in a smoothie?
Ooh, silken tofu. That's a good one. I actually use that in a lot of vegan recipes.
Exactly. It's like a secret weapon for vegan smoothies. It has that same creaminess as Greek yogurt, but it's completely plant-based, so it's a great option for anyone who's dairy-free or vegan.
Ooh, that's a really good point. I didn't even think about that.
Huh.
Okay, so for our vegan friends listening,
Yep.
silken tofu is your new best friend for smoothie making.
Exactly. And you can also add things like protein powder.
Right. protein powder is an easy way to boost the protein.
Exactly. There are so many different types of protein powder these days: whey, casein, soy, pea protein. So you can really find one that suits your dietary needs and your taste preferences. And don't be afraid to experiment with different flavors, too. I love a good chocolate protein powder in my peanut butter banana smoothie.
Oh, yeah. Chocolate and peanut butter. It's a classic combination for a reason. Yeah. Okay, what about someone who's looking for, let's say, a smoothie that will give them sustained energy throughout the morning? What are some ingredients that can help with that?
Oh, that's a great question. For sustained energy, you want to think about ingredients that are going to provide a slow and steady release of energy rather than a quick spike followed by a crash. So things like oats are really good for that.
Oh, oats. Interesting.
Yeah, oats are a great source of complex carbohydrates, which means they take longer to digest and they provide a more sustained release of energy.
So it's like instead of that sugar rush and crash, you're getting this nice even level of energy.
Exactly. And you can add things like chia seeds or flax seeds too. They're both high in fiber, which also helps slow down digestion and keeps you feeling full and satisfied for longer. And they add a little bit of healthy fat, which is important for energy as well.
Okay, so we're talking oats, chia seeds, flax seeds. These are all great additions for that keep me going kind of smoothie. What about nut butter? Is that a good option for sustained energy?
Because, I mean, I love nut butter. I can put it on anything.
Me too. And yes, nut butter is a great option for sustained energy as well. It's a good source of healthy fats and a little bit of protein, so it will definitely help keep you feeling full and satisfied.
Music to my ears. Okay, so we've talked a lot about ingredients, but I want to touch on something that I think can be a little intimidating for some people when it comes to smoothies, and that's getting the consistency right. No one wants a chunky smoothie.
I know, right? A chunky smoothie is a sad smoothie.
Yeah,
It's all about that smooth, creamy texture.
exactly. So, do you have any tips for avoiding those smoothie fails? Like, what's the secret to achieving that perfect consistency every time?
Okay, so first of all, a good blender is key.
Yes, you need a blender that can handle those frozen fruits and veggies. Exactly. A high-powered blender will make all the difference. But even with a good blender, there are a few things you can do to help ensure a smooth and creamy smoothie.
Okay, lay it on me. What are your best tips?
All right, so first, think about the order in which you add your ingredients to the blender.
Okay, interesting. So it's not just about throwing everything in there willy-nilly.
Not exactly. It's actually best to start with your liquids. So things like water, juice, or even milk if you're using it. Add those to the blender first.
Okay, so liquids first. Got it.
Then add your softer ingredients like any fresh fruits you're using, yogurt, or nut butter. And finally, add your frozen ingredients like frozen fruit or ice and any leafy greens you're using.
So you're basically creating layers in the blender.
In a way, yes. And this helps create a vortex in the blender, which pulls everything down towards the blades and helps ensure a smoother blend.
Ooh, a vortex. That sounds powerful. I'm going to visualize a smoothie vortex next time I'm blending.
Okay, that's such a good tip. I'm definitely going to be trying that out.
I think it will change your smoothie game. I believe it. Now, what about someone who's totally new to smoothies? Like they're just starting out on their smoothie journey. What advice would you give them?
Start simple. Don't feel like you need to create some elaborate concoction right off the bat.
Right, it's easy to get overwhelmed when you see all these fancy smoothie recipes online.
Totally. And you might even end up discouraged if you try to tackle something too complicated right away.
So what would you say is a good starter smoothie for someone who's brand new to this?
Okay, so for a beginner-friendly smoothie, I would recommend starting with the base of frozen fruit and a liquid. It's as simple as that. So you could do like a cup of frozen berries and a half cup of almond milk. Blend that up and see how you like it.
So simple, so classic. And then from there, they can start experimenting with different flavors and add-ins.
Exactly. Once you've mastered the basic formula, you can start getting more creative. Try adding in some spinach or kale for a boost of greens.
Yeah, it's amazing how much spinach you can sneak into a smoothie without even tasting it.
Right, it's like a magic trick. And then once you're feeling really adventurous, you can start experimenting with things like protein powder, chia seeds, nut butter, or even spices.
Okay, so start simple, master the basics, and then let your creativity run wild.
That's what it's all about. It should be fun.
It really is. It's like, who knew there were so many possibilities with just a blender and some simple ingredients?
Right. The creativity is endless.
It really is. Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground today. We've talked about the benefits of smoothies. We've explored some delicious and nutritious recipes. And we've even gotten some pro tips on how to take our smoothie game to the next level. As we wrap up this deep dive, what's the one thing you hope our listeners take away from this?
I think for me, it's that smoothies are more than just a trend or a quick fix. They're a really powerful tool for taking control of your health and well-being.
I love that. Because it's so easy to get caught up in the idea of smoothies being, just a fad or whatever.
Right. But there's so much more than that. It's about nourishing your body from the inside out. It's about giving yourself the gift of good health, one delicious sip at a time.
Beautifully said. So to everyone listening, whether you're a seasoned smoothie pro or just starting out on your blending journey, I hope this deep dive has inspired you to get creative in the kitchen and to embrace the power of smoothies.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.